Hi friends, it's Mayla. I'm back with another video. Today is Sunday, May the 10th. It's actually Mother's Day, and my Mother's Day gift to my mother is to come and work in her garden bed. I am going to get some things cleaned up, some things planted and squared away, so that when she comes back home from church, it'll look a little bit better than it does now. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what we're gonna get into today. All right, so here what we have, I have two drift roses. This is the, let me sit down here. This is the sweet drift rose. Got this from Home Depot. I know it says $16.99, but y'all, I had been there the day before and I was only buying two for me, and so I purchased two. And when I went to the cash register, once she rang it up, she told me the total was like 21 something or whatever, or 22, whatever it was. And I said, what? And I looked and they were $10. So I said, add two more to those. I got myself four. And then yesterday I went back and I got my mom two. So I got her one of this sweet drift. That's that pretty pink color. It looks like it emerges this color and then it ages to that color. And then I got her the there's the supervisor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Then I got her the coral drift, and that's a pretty coral color. So I am going to figure out where we're going to put these. These drift roses grow kind of like ground cover. They only get like 2 feet tall, but they can grow anywhere from 3 to 4 feet wide. And from what I hear, they're very hardy. They're hardy down to zone 4. And I go from like zone 4 to 11, so they can tolerate all of the heat, but then they can also tolerate the cold winters. And then you don't have to prune them any specific way. From what I hear, you can just take your edges, I mean not your edges, your pruners, and just cut them all down low, and then they will come right on back. So we got those two. And then I have this fuchsia. I actually purchased 2 of them, but for this one it has 4 plants in this one pot. So I'm gonna take 2 of them out of here, pot it up in my mom's hanging planter, and then I'm gonna take the rest of them back to my house for myself. And then we have her Bougainvillea. We got the Barber Karst Bougainvillea. So it is very small, and you can't really tell what it's gonna look like, but for those of you that are familiar with bougainvilleas, you know what it'll be. So I'm gonna talk to her about where she wants to put it, but for our zone, we're gonna have to put it in a pot so that we can take it inside for the winters, because our winters get too cold. The bougainvillea is zoned, it doesn't say it on here, but I think it's like for zone 10 and 11. But these things grow very vigorously. It looks very small now, but it can grow really fast. And so I'm wanting to possibly put it in a pot and sit the pot right here on this corner and like train it up that wall and down here or up there. But the thing is, we'll have to take it down every winter and take it inside. So, and then the water feature that I'm planning on doing, I'm gonna put that right there in the middle. First order of business for today is, we have several things we're gonna do, but this little weird piece of patch of grass right here in front of the air conditioner, I am going to take from this lamb's ear. I'm gonna cut off. It has like grown, it has like tripled in size since we planted them last year. I'm just gonna take maybe 2 patches from that, and then we're going to plant right here And then we're going to cover, we're going to turn this into like a little garden bed and mulch on top. So I'm going to take out this grass, plant like 1 there and 2 there, and then we'll mulch it. And it's already got drip running right there, so it'll be watered. Then I have some leftover hosta from my garden bed. It's one big clump in that plastic bag that my mom has been keeping wet. So I'm going to cut that in half and add like 2 hostas here. Originally, when we first planted this up last year, I thought we had 20 or 21 hostas. Now I'm only counting like 17. So I don't know if we've lost 2 or 3 or what, but we're going to add a couple more in some of the bare spots. We're going to take some of the weeds up and then put, kind of freshen up the mulch a little bit. And then let's head, this is a project my dad is working on. Then we're going to head over here. This is a hydrangea, a macrophylla hydrangea that my mom purchased. So we're going to pop that in the ground right there. And we are going to connect these 2 flower beds. I'm going to pull up all of this brick edging. We are going to pull up that brick edging over here, pull up that over there, and then we're going to loop it on around here, and then top it off with fresh mulch. Then back over here, we're going to move this big pot that's sitting right here on this corner, and I am going to, so this flower bed right here that they have edging just kind of like stops at the end of the house, and then we have like this weird patch of grass that really doesn't grow much. What we're going to do is just make all of this flower bed, and I am going to plant the 2 drift roses here. Since it's right here on the corner by the walkway, we don't want anything big and obtrusive, so these grow low to the ground. So we'll put the 2 roses here, and then we have the 2 vine roses up behind it. So I think we're going to get started with those projects and then see what else we have to do. We're going to go ahead and divide. It's 4 plants in here. I'm going to take 2 out.
Pull your leg.
And put Daddy. And put in here.
It's cut off.
No, but you can talk.
No.
Put a little plastic bag in the bottom to hold a little bit of the moisture.
Four shots and you're pouring me a fit. But no girl's ever looked at me like this. Your roommate's pissed, she's halfway out the door. We throw our glasses back and I shiver as your hair kisses the floor. I can't remember which party we danced through that night. The boys ask stupid questions, we just laugh at the secret we can't hide. For the first time, Cinderella's staying out past midnight. Your lips press soft against my shoulder. It's not forever, it's just a moment we can smile at when we're older.
So now I'm going to dig 2 holes and plant these drift roses here.
You grabbed my hand and dragged me to your room. My heart takes off and doesn't stop till she's halfway to the moon. Suddenly we're sober and we're shy, but someday we'll be brave enough to look each other in the eye. I can't remember which party we danced through that night. Boys ask stupid questions, we just laugh at the secret we can't hide. For the first time, Cinderella can't hear the clock strike with her lips pressed against my shoulder. It's not forever, it's just a moment we can smile at when we're older. It's not forever, it's just a moment we can smile at when we're older. You hid your face the next morning in line for the waffle iron. I forgive you, I was nervous too. A couple years flew by till we talked for hours at a house party in College Park.
Hey guys, I'm back. So my camera was sitting out in the sun and it got too hot, so it shut off. Had to take it inside so it can cool off and charge up a little bit. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what I've gotten done so far, and we're gonna get back to work. All right. Okay guys, it's some time has passed. I have gone in, freshened up, because we're gonna have Mother's Day dinner shortly. But I was not able to finish recording what I did today because I should have brought more memory cards with me, but space ran out on my memory card, and I did not have the correct tripod for my cell phone. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what we were able to do today. We couldn't do as much as I had planned on doing because I ran out of mulch also. And out of time, I wanted to just kind of go inside and spend time with my mom. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what we got done today. All right. So I'm gonna start here because this is where we kind of finished off. We still need to put more mulch around this area, but what we did was we dug into this lamb's ear, that little portion back there where it looks like an L now or backwards L. We took some from this to plant 3 of them here. So this will fill back in soon. So, or I can like take the rest of this and put somewhere else in my mom's yard. But this section right here will be mulched when we get more mulch. I mulched all along here. This bed, remember that garden bed over here, it went into the house. I took those papers up and I brought them all the way out to there. And then I created a full garden bed right here. This lamb's ear was already right here. I just planted the 2 drift roses here. That is the coral and that is the sweet drift. And we're going to freshen that up with mulch as well once we get more mulch. So over here, I had like a couple of hostas in a bag that I had brought over here from my yard. And I went ahead and transplanted them. I put a little bit there, put a little bit down there, and then a couple back over there in between the 2 hydrangeas. You can't really see them, but there are some small little pieces back there. We still have a lot of weeding to do. All that back there is weeds, all those little tiny green specks of weeds. We're going to pull the weeds and top this off with mulch. But everything is growing in really nicely. Look at all the different colors of the hostas. I want to get more that has the white, the variegated with white. You see, we have the green and yellow variegated or green and cream. I want more of the green and white variegated. I think maybe 2 or 3 more hostas would be nice in this garden bed. Maybe 1 more fern, couple more um, heucheras. And let's go to the other garden bed. So let me show you this right here. So this is the red banana tree that I bought my mom. Got another leaf unfurling here in the center. This thing was really tiny. It only had like 2 leaves when I first brought it over here about maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. But we have it planted in a small plastic planter inside this bigger pot. In the wintertime, we will just pick up that plastic planter, put it inside because this banana tree is not it'll die if we leave it out, and then we'll bring it back out next year and put it back in here until it gets too big for that small planter, and then we'll go up another size and put it in here and keep going until we have to use the big planter. So that's what we're going to do with the red banana right here on this corner. And then also, these just some purple hearts that I saw coming up way back over there in the corner. Last year when we redid that garden bed, she had a bunch of purple heart in the corner by the gate, and we thought we dug it all out, but some was coming back. So I just decided I'll pop what was coming out right there. It'll grow, it'll spill over the edge this summer, and then it'll die back and come back again next year. So it's just something to kind of fill out the extra space of this planter. This is the fuchsia that I had. The pot had 4 plants in it. So I took 2 plants out. I planted 2 in this hanger for my mom, and I'm going to take the other 2 home with me. And I have another pot at home that has 4 in each. So this will fertilize it and water it, and then this will grow really nicely and fill out this planter throughout the winter. And then it already has started to bloom. Look at these blows. Now, this is not what I thought I had purchased. I thought I purchased the one that was purple, that had the purple little bloom petals, but this has pink and white. I like the purple one better, but I didn't feel like taking it back. So, because it was delivery. So, we'll go with that one for right now. If I buy another one, I'll make sure I get the one with the purple petals. and headed over to this corner. This is another thing that we did not get to today. So I had planned on using my trencher to kind of, I was going to extend it out maybe another 6 inches and kind of like do a line, trench a line all the way here, going around here. And then I'm going to just keep straight in front of that and then go to the end. And what we're going to do is I've already started digging up the pavers because I used some over on that new little extra garden bed. We're going to dig these out, use those somewhere else. We'll put them somewhere else, store them for right now. But we have extra of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to take like those 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe first 5 up. And then we're going to swoop it on around starting right here and connect and continue those on through this garden bed. My mom had purchased a macrophylla hydrangea. I don't know the name of this one. It did not have a name on the can. I just can tell it's a macrophylla. So it's that, and I just pop that in right here because you know this is the shady. Well, it gets a little bit of sun in the middle of the day, but this is the shady part. So that'll go perfect right there. Her ajuga is really spreading. These things were tiny last year. You see, it's time to cut back those daylilies. So yeah, that's it for today. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me on Mother's Day at my mother's house. She came home from church and she was very pleased, even though we're not done. She knows it's gonna look nice when I'm done. Oh, let me go show you one thing. Hang on. And then this is the last thing. This I know it looks horrible, but this is the Barber curse, um, Bougainvillea. And from everything that I have read, and they know they look like close to death right after you plant them. They will lose all their leaves and flowers, but hopefully, if we baby it, it'll come back and it'll grow. We're gonna grow up this corner up here, and then we're also going to go over underneath that window. So I put it in a pot because this is not cold hardy in my zone. This is only hardy down to, I believe, zone 10 and 11. It is an annual in my zone, but we put it in a pot so that we can take it indoors or put it in my mom's shop in the winter months. So that is the Bougainvillea. And with that, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming along. I hope you guys are having a happy Mother's Day, even though you will see this video much later. But whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening when you're watching this, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of it, and I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day to all the mothers. Bye, friends.